It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And all eyes are on Saquon Barkley. He comes into this.
Will Reichert has it all teed up. And we're off from MetLife. His return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
As you take the field coming off with a real late season bye, you just want to maximize what last week was all about. Making sure that physically, mentally, emotionally you're recharged so you can go attack the final stretch of this season.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Here's another carry for Barkley. Up the sideline, past the 40. And all the way up to the 42-yard line before he stopped. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Pass hauled in by the rookie from Miami. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
On second down, here's Barkley. No gain on second down, and they need 2 here on third.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Barkley gets it on third down. And we'll turn our focus now to the flag down as he ends up out of bounds.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. The penalty makes it 3rd and 8 here. They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Give him 3 on the play. It's going to be 5 to go on 4th down. The Eagles are in punt formation. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. So the Giants out and getting set for their first drive. And they'll be let out by their 3rd-year signal caller.
That's a loss last week, Kate, that he wears. He's worn it all week long, and I know he isn't the only guy out there. There's 11 on the side on every play. With a couple of interceptions, he's going to hold himself at the...
And down he goes. The Eagles got him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Big loss on the play brings up second down.
Trying again following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter. Gotta figure out this 3rd down here.
11 yards on the play brings up 3rd and long.
They'll try and throw it here. He just throws this one away.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he's just going to fair catch this one. That's brought in at the 39-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Eagles will take possession. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future. You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. And that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end. Well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
The Giants and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season. Catch is made. It's Jalen Hyatt. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Motioning him from the slot right. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here we go, set.
He's going to throw this one. That pass caught by Dotson. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Putting a receiver in motion. They go play action on 1st. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Tracy. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Josh Sweat making the stop. Only a couple of yards on the run, and that brings us to the... Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Giants in possession. They've been moving it well, but face a 3rd down here. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And you can see he's valued well beyond his work just as a runner. He's leading NFL backs in receiving touchdowns late in this season. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Running left, this is Barkley. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Brought to a halt by Deonte Banks. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down. They go to Barkley again. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Goddard makes the catch. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. They're now set for 1st and 10. They give to Barkley, left side. Breaks the tackle, still going. This is ahead for about 5. Brought to a halt by Deonte Banks. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the pistol, Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, you know this better than most, Brock. Screens normally leave some rushers to come free, but still, it's not often you get roughing the passer on one.
No, it isn't, but I think of Tom Brady. To me, not only the greatest QB sneaker in the game, but he was one of the great screen masters, too. He understood how to sell a screen, draw those defenders to him, and like the QB did right there, sometimes they'll even tee off and you get the penalty.
Man, he's been having a great 1st half, really playing a key role so far in this offense.
But you know and I know what's coming, Kate. We call them adjustments, right? You hit a homer, You take that fastball deep, you're not going to see it anymore. And you get run on like this, the defense is going to make some adjustments at halftime.
And he's brought down for a loss. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock. But, man, the defense took that away, too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. It's loose. Live ball inside the end zone. Well, an assist to their punter on that one, Brock.
I'm glad you said that, Kate. Absolutely right.
Because it was that kick that set up the chance for that immediate safety.
How many times do we sit with coaches over the course of the week and we hear it all the time? Mirroring that defense and special teams. Defense and special teams. It can be game changers. And you don't know that play in any NFL game that could turn the tide. Well, we got to see the defense and the special teams marry together, and now we'll get to watch the offense take possession.
And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Hurts now from the gun. Barkley's got it. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Well, I know it says running back on the roster, Brock, but this guy's having a pretty great start catching the football instead.
It's what the best of them do. I mean, look around the league. These running backs want to get paid, right? They want theirs. Well, catch a ball like this, and trust me, you'll get yours.
And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Eagles pushing for a bigger lead before halftime. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Hurts throwing again. He's on the move. He takes it himself. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
A gain of 14. And an Eagles 1st down.
Hurts. That's into the hands of Barkley. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Brian Burns coming up with the stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Able to get it to Barkley. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They're going to run with Barkley. Runs it in for the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles grow their lead just before halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The Giants take over now late in this 1st half. And they can try to move this into field goal range, Brock. 55 seconds left in the half. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing from the gun. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And you always got to watch him when you're down near the red zone. He is sitting second right now among all NFL quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. First down throwing for Hurts. Trying for the deep ball. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. So now it's going to be third and long. Hurts looking to throw. Has a man, it's Brown. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. The Eagles decide to spend their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Throwing it again here. He puts some power on a deep one left. He's got it inside the 25. So as we reach halftime, we see the visiting Eagles taking a... Not everyone's a fan of the out-of-town scoreboard. We'll keep our focus right here. Let's get back to football with the start of the second half. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Oh, he eats a hit to bring an end to that return right near the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. So to begin the third quarter, the New York offense returning to the field. 1st and 10, they're going to throw. Caught by Theo Johnson. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to give him the ball.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage. New set of downs for him at the 38. To the air now on 1st and 10. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This set of downs starts with an option right. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. So now here's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Will Reichert now to try the field goal. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7. And just like that, we're... possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Eagles and this running back headed back out for a new series. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Running right, it's Barkley. Up the sideline, past the 45. It's a 31-yard play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. And this is now a 100-yard game for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running it for this offense. So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
This one finds Goddard. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles push their lead further to start the half. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles double their lead to 14. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. So here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. They'll throw to begin this drive. Complete to Hyatt. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Cooper to Jean with the stop. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
From the 28. Like a good target, Brock. Neighbors is there. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll throw it. Gets it to his man, Mike Gesicki. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
They send a man in motion. From the 43. Finds Hyatt. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. They're going play action. Fires right away, but incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. And it sets up 2nd down. They motion the tight end over. 2nd and 10 now. Hyatt with the grab. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
So we hit the end of the 3rd. So now here's 3rd and 5. He's dropping back to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Slot man in motion right. Desperation time here on 4th. It's Dotson on the catch. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the 1st instead.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another New York Giants.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Tracy once more. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Here we go, set. Let go.
He'll throw it. And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up 4th down.
Let's go.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Stays in the pocket. And he scores! It's a New York touchdown! The Giants now within 1 score in the 4th. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Record there to tack on the extra point. And the Giants chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Has it at the 11. He stopped on the return at the 27. And there's only one team satisfied with their spot in the playoffs right now, and that's the one currently at the top. A lot of time left for everybody else to jostle for better position, or simply for one of the 7 spots available. From the pistol, Hurts. Doesn't make the connection.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Hurts setting up to throw. Barkley's got it. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Third and 4 coming up now. They go with Barkley here. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
These aren't the plays that will lead highlight reels, but they're the ones that win you ball games. What a nice game by the back. And now his offense can go in any number of directions on 1st and 10.
That's into the hands of Barkley. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Here's Saquon. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
And he's brought down beyond the marker. So a 1st down for them as we've hit the 2-minute warning. Here's all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock. It has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
And as this play winds up out of bounds, let's see what that flag is all about.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Running it after the penalty. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Handoff headed right. Barkley still has room inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles double their lead to 14.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. Now here comes the New York offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building. They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Back to the air here on 2nd and 10. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Now to throw. And down he goes. The Eagles got him. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up.
On the jump. Ready. Set go.
Looking to throw it. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Eagles take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Great. Set.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. The screen pass falls incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And now they face 2nd down. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Able to get it to Barkley. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. 1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Working inside the red zone. Dump off caught by his back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for 2nd and goal. Hurts throwing again. Setting up the running back screen. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Eagles have likely locked up the win right there. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. That one right down the middle. And the Eagles stretch their lead to 21.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Ready?
Pass play coming here. And down he goes. The Eagles got him. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ballgame. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Setting up a throw. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. The timeout arrives with just 3 seconds remaining in this game, so we've got 1 more snap coming up. The Giants are set to punt. And it's anybody's guess if they're going to kick it or try yet another fake.